Yo, class, it's choir, lesson number 10. Let's pick it up in your books at number 20. I will sing this song for you. We're really concentrating on that interval of a third, minor third. So on some of them we have a major third, and then the next one we have a minor third. We alternate between them. So the first line in there is, I will sing this song for you. Then we do the exact same melody, but we drop the pitch on that third. I will add a blue note too. And then we alternate. If I sing this song then all day long, I'll stay right in the groove. Those are still considered the same note, just one is flattened a half step. It can be a little confusing when you look at it on paper. We want to make sure we get it stuck in our ear. So let's sing through. I will sing this song for you a few times here. Have 1, 2, 1. I will sing this song for you. I will add a blue note too. If I sing this song then all day long, I'll stay right in the groove. I will sing this song for you. I will add a blue note too. If I sing this song then all day long, I'll stay right in the groove. I will sing this song for you. I will add a blue note too. If I sing this song then all day long, I'll stay right in the groove. Great. Let's turn the page. For you, might be scrolling the page, but I gotta turn the page to Diction Understood, number 21. And what is diction? Well, that's like how we're articulating each of the words. We're showing good diction by making sure that the audience can understand our words. If we get lazy, if our tongue gets fat, if our lips are lazy and we the audience doesn't know what we're saying. We want to make sure that we are speaking very clearly. That's like why we did our tongue twisters before. So we want to have everything light and crisp and very good consonant sounds. So the words of this song are, if I want my diction to be clear and understood, lips and teeth and tip of tongue will help it to be good. It helps if you read it right too, right? So we go. Try that one. So we say, if I want my diction to be clear and understood, lips and teeth and tip of tongue will help it to be good. If I want my diction to be clear and understood, lips and teeth and tip of tongue will help it to be good. If I want my diction to be clear and understood, lips and teeth and tip of tongue will help it to be good. If I want my diction to be clear and understood, lips and teeth and tip of tongue will help it to be good. Very quick lips, very quick tongue. Gotta sing that one. Alright, so as we go into chapter 3, we get into two-part, our optional two-part. You'll see at the beginning of the next page, it says unison, optional two-part. And we have an opportunity doing it this way through our e-learning to really stop and look at some of these harmonies. So we're going to look at number 22, soap opera. And you'll notice there's two parts. There's a treble clef part and a bass clef part. Traditionally, treble clef part is for our sopranos and altos. So sopranos is like the highest of the four voices. There's generally four voices that used in these choral pieces. Sopranos the highest part. Altos below that. That's usually on the treble clef. On the bass clef, the higher part is tenor, and the lowest part is bass. Okay? So depending on where you feel like your vocal range is, if you've got a really high voice, you're probably singing that really high soprano part. But if your voice is low, like Mr. Ryan's, you might be singing bass. So we'll try and figure it out. For now, we're in two-part, which is just treble and just bass. Usually it falls in ladies up on the treble part, gentlemen down on the lower part, but that's not a strict rule if your voice is higher or lower. So we'll pick a part, and play, and I'll sing both of them with you. So the treble part, we're just on the sound nah, like nah, you know, like, hey, you want to clean your room? Nah. So I know none of you say no to that. You're always ready to jump in there. That's the top part. So it goes nah, one more. Good. Now the bass clef part, those singing down there, that's going to start down here. But even though it sounds way lower, we still sing it in our range. No, which I was singing here, depending on where your voice falls. So we have no. So this part goes 1, 2, 1, 2. No. You see where those big vowels come back into play. No. Let's do one more. Alright, so now we split into parts. I'm going to do a split screen thing. We'll have our treble clef on one side and our bass clef on the other side. Okay, so let's try singing through soap opera. 1, 2, 1, 2. For our piece today, let's do Ain't Misbehavin'. It's in your folders. No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. I know for certain the one I love. I'm through with flirting, it's just you I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care?